Do you want to improve your classroom management? Do you want to increase student engagement? How about amplifying student success? Then you've come to the right place. Welcome to Things That Work.
This is the letter I. We're going to talk about information and how important information is to our success as teachers. Be sure and thumbs up this video and hit subscribe if you want to know when we put out new videos. Alright, so I am guessing that the area down below has a lot of information. The reason I'm guessing is because the time that I'm taping this is long before the time that I'm posting it. That's right, this is currently, believe it or not, I'm in summer 2018. This will be going up sometime in the fall of 2018, and who knows how long it'll stay around. There's some information down below I've already started gathering for this particular video. We're talking about I. I is where we are in the alphabet, and I stands for information. You see, information is key to teachers' success. Without information, you cannot be successful, and I cannot be successful. So here are some tips for you. Number one, be a sponge. Be a sponge. Any information that comes your way, read it, learn it, find the diamonds in it. Not everything that comes your way is going to have visibly useful items and information for you. However, most everything that comes your way will have what I call diamonds. And those are the small things that are hidden within the crust and the things you don't need, those things that will become incredibly useful for you. So be a sponge, soak up information from new teachers, from older teachers, from teachers who teach other subjects than you. Try to find things that work in all environments and adopt those things for your environment. That is one of the practices that I have used throughout the time I've been teaching, and it's why I think so many of my students, say they like the class, even though they may not like the subject material. Personal development, PD. I have been searching online sources of personal development over the last year. I know that's why this area down below may have a lot of information. I have been attending online seminars, online lectures. There's some free stuff out there. There's some things to pay for. And at some point I'll do a whole video on review of online PD sources. But I'm going to give links to them down below, and understand that everything I'm giving you a link to I have looked at, I have checked out, and I do think you should take some time to look at. Plus, like I said, not all information that you will receive or all information you see online will be awesome, but there will be diamonds inside that information, and it's up to us as teachers to dig those diamonds out of the dirt, chip away the rock, and find those useful, valuable things. I'm going to say it. Information comes in staff meetings. I'm going to wait while you moan and groan, while I moan and groan in my head. Yes, staff meetings are important. The information about how your school works, how your district works, all of those things, that's what staff meetings are about. Plus, they try to throw in some things in my school that are personal development things. And again, diamonds, find the diamonds. Not everything will be your favorite thing, but find those diamonds and pay close attention to the routines and procedures that pertain directly to us as teachers. That is huge with staff meetings. It's easy to become distracted and not pay attention and lose sight, and in doing that, sometimes we miss out on some very important procedures that must be followed on campus. So staff meetings are a key place of gathering information. Books. I will read anything any other teacher says I should read that deals with education. My degree is not in education. I know I'm lacking that knowledge. So I read lots. I study lots. I spend a lot of time online hitting websites about different things in education. Pedagogical information is amazing to me. It's very interesting. I don't have a lot of it. I have friends who I consider to be pedagogical gurus, and I have a link to a playlist of Rick Wormley's things, who is, I consider, the pedagogical guru. So check that out. But on top of all of that, look at the list below of some of the books I've read, some of the books I've looked at, and the things that I have done in order to increase my knowledge, not only in pedagogy, but in just education as a whole. You can never have too much knowledge. And finally, one of the last things I want to tell you about is when you are in these meetings, when you are reading these books, when you go to personal development situations and they throw out statistics and they throw out information to you, don't just accept it. I mean, be a sponge and soak it up, but don't just accept it as truth. Investigate those things. Investigate those facts and those figures and the things you will receive and find out if they are true. Find out where they came from. Find out the type of studies that were done. What was the sampling? How big was the sampling? Where did these statistics come from? Learn how accurate the picture is that you're being presented. Now, it may be very accurate to the area that you're working in or to the dynamics of the situation that you're in, but it may not be that accurate or representative of the rest of the world or nation. So pay attention to those things and know that sometimes those studies it's not skewed. Those studies are set a certain way for a purpose. Be aware of those things and investigate them. Now here's a paradox, a little bonus thing for this entire video. Here is the paradox of learning. First of all, when you stop learning, you stop growing. And when you stop growing, you stop being effective. But there's a paradox to all of this because the truth is, the more you learn, the less you're going to realize you actually know, because everything you learn opens up new doors to things you don't know. So the more you learn, the less you know. I enjoy learning with you, I enjoy teaching with you, and together we can take over the world.